Hello everybody, happy Friday. A little bit late this morning, had a bit of a slow start. Very big day yesterday, so wasn't in a hurry to get up this morning. So anyway, so for some of you who are in daylight savings right now, it's probably like nearly midday. Anyway, so this is our underlying message for this week, which is visualize. And it's been an interesting lot of messages this week. It's really been about, so let me get rid of that thing there. Hey Terry, it's really been about visualizing what it is that you've got your heart set on, what you've got your mind set on, believing in yourself and knowing you deserve that vision. And also it's been about self-love and acceptance, because sometimes we have these visions for ourselves, but we don't believe we deserve it, and so the vision is kind of always there, too far away for us to reach, and then we beat ourselves up that we're not doing enough or working hard enough or doing what we're meant to be doing to get to that vision. But ultimately it's an old belief within us that is saying we're not good enough to have it. So we've spoken a little bit about that this week. So let's see what comes up today. I think for me, the purple is really showing up today. So for me, it's really about this third eye vision, and that is really tuning in to your divine messages. It's tuning into your channel. Oh, hey Marima. Oh, you've still got my mugs. How beautiful. So tuning into your channel, and that's appropriate sometimes with social media. We can get on social media and start comparing, or start thinking we're not good enough, haven't done enough, need to do more, why can't we make it, blah blah blah, right? And we get in that whole comparison mode. But if you can stay on your own channel here, and your own third eye channel, your own vision, then that is what's true for you, and everybody else is doing what's true for them. And it took me a long time to kind of figure that out, because I was trying to succeed based on having to do things like everybody else. And you can follow a process and a formula, but you have to have your own energy into it, otherwise it's not your path. And if it's not your path, you haven't got your total energy going through that decision. It's a bit watered down. So that's what that's about today. I'm using the Akashic Tarot today. So let's see what we need to know today. Alright. My hair's very... I need to go and have a haircut today. You have to stay grounded. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, sometimes with the third eye chakra, we're not very grounded up here. But if you can really stay grounded and stay focused on what it is that you are creating, what your vision is, and doing it the way that feels good for you, then, that will take you further, faster. And maybe you don't even want to go further. It will actually just make you feel better in the moment. All right. Oh, interesting. So we've got the Oracle of Delphi. I love this, and actually it's not by chance that this came out. Actually, it never is. But I was hearing something about this the other day. So the Oracle of Delphi is, she was kind of kept as the oracle, as the seer, the one who gave the answers, and was kind of locked away and just brought out when she needed to give answers to the crowd. It's a bigger story than that, but anyway, that's just briefly. And she would be able to tune in and give people answers. And I was listening to something the other day, and it basically said that was it really the Oracle of Delphi giving people the answers, or were they focused on the issue or the problem they had before they got there, and then it was actually they were channeling their own answers? And that was really interesting to me, because I feel we're all channeling our own answers. We're asking for the answers of the next step, the way, the how to create this, how to do this, how to be this. We're asking all the time, praying, manifesting, whatever it is you want to call it. We're always asking. And everything we ask for is always being given, and it comes in many forms. And I just kind of feel that even with my clients, they're calling for some answers, and I'm just channeling those answers through. And that's what this person was saying about the Oracle of Delphi. She was just channeling the messages through in answer to their prayers. She wasn't just coming up with random information to give people. It was the connection of the answer to the question. And that's really fascinating that that's come. I'm going to read a little bit from the book in a minute, because this is exactly what you can do with your third eye energy, right? When you tuned into that next level, that vibration, many of the answers that you're seeking are there. It's just that we don't tune in, we don't trust, right? And quite often I'll have people come for a reading and they'll go, oh, you've just confirmed everything I already knew. And I'm like, well, if you trusted what you knew, you wouldn't be here getting a second opinion, right? I don't say it like that, but, you know, that's the thing. Often we don't trust our own messages. And, you know, when I am reading for a total stranger that I've never met before, how do I know all that information? Like, I'm not confirming a story they've just told me, right? I'm telling a story that they've been telling themselves, and it comes through me, and then they hear it again and they're like, oh, well, you're just confirming everything I know. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that when you came in, but you are not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your own message. And this is what you're being called to do today. Trust your own messages that are coming in, right? Open up that third eye chakra. Tune into your intuition. We are all intuitive, and we all receive messages. It's just that the more you practice, the more in tune you are, and the more you trust. So that's what it's about today. Let me just read from the book a little bit about the Oracle of Delphi, because I probably haven't done her justice. So let me read about that again, just for those of you who don't know who she is. The Pythia, or the priestess of Delphi, sits upon a high three-legged seat. Steam gently rises from a small fissure in the ground. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll. While the Pythia physically receives the perceptions from Apollo, it is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the two important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. All right. You're in time of great insight and psychic power. If this card has come out. So perfect for the message today. Great insight and psychic power. It's exactly right. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness, because you have used this gift in so many past lives. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. And that's the other thing, isn't it? The perception and the interpretation of what comes through. You know, that's why I get so many other spiritual leaders and intuitives coming to me, and I go to them, because sometimes how we interpret our own messages is got to do with what we want to do, and not actually what we want to hear, and not actually what the message is. So, you know, tuning in and really trusting what comes through, whether you like it or not, or whether that's what you want to hear or not, is the key here. So, be your own oracle today. That's the message. Be your own oracle today and bring those messages through. If you cannot interpret them, then, you know, find someone you can book in with and have a reading and interpret those messages for you. But I think today is a day of great insights. So, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder, my new stock of cards has just come in. These are the cards we've been using all this week and last week. So I've got new stock in now. I'll be sending out all of the orders today for people that have ordered a week or so ago. And if you'd like to order, I will have it in the description, but you can just message me. If you'd like a deck of these, I can post it out today for you. All right. Have a great day. Trust your insights. And be your own oracle. Bye.